too young to remember Reagan. I'm not. And when Reagan was elected president, right, we had just come out of the Carter administration, which was, I'm sorry, it's the horrible administration. I felt he was one of the weaker presidents. And Reagan instilled this patriotism in America. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, whether we're Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, Independent, right? We were force-fed patriotism. How did we come to this point now, right now, in this country, where we have our president getting on his bullhorn screaming how it's the far left who does all this and causes all this chaos with his words? How did we get here in the last 40-plus years?
Offices that were supposed to be for those who governed and cared about their constituents started to have incentives that were more about power and money. One of the things the founders relied on was that we would pick good people. There's a story about this dude named Lycurgus. He was fighting the Greeks, and he was a member of the Senate. And the guy who's the general on the other side asked for a meeting. The guy went to the general's tent. The general took him to another tent, and it was filled with gold. And he said, "This is all yours if you just fuck off." And the guy said, or is supposed to have said, that the esteem of my colleagues means more to me than the money and power that it will bring. In America, there's always been a tense battle between rank ambition for power's sake and people who genuinely care about governance. And we have come to a place where governance and politics have become mixed, despite the fact they're different, number one. And number two, we've come to a place where governance hits people more like rule than actual governing because we've mixed the two up. And I say that because it affects voters and it also affects those who serve, right? I'm sure we can think of people in Congress that have rank ambition. One of the better examples I can think of is Ted Cruz in 2016. The classic figure in American history is Aaron Burr, who was the vice president, but was so ambitious that the rank ambition for power pushed him off. We're at a place where the rank ambition for power no longer disturbs Americans. And that is a very bad place to be in, because it means we're going to have people who get into politics not to govern for the public, but to serve their own powerful ends. And unfortunately, republics don't always survive when that happens. Lastly, the one thing people can do, there's a book I read called Moral Republic, and at the very end, the guy says, the Roman Republic didn't fall because of some conspiratorial plan. It fell because good people did nothing. That's Americans have to, as Reagan said, it's only ever one generation from losing freedom. Americans have to believe the fact that we can govern ourselves even in as complex a country as this. And the negative stuff makes it that much harder to see the positive building we need to do together. I hope that at least sort of answers your question.
Thank you, Marshall. Appreciate it. So, guys, you have a pink ticket, cash it in. Joss, Melanese, Armando, Brandy, I'm calling all you people out. Lady, Jessica, Greg, Sire, Chad, Carrie, I don't even know why you have a pink ticket. Cash in your tickets. Guys, this has been a great room. I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to give everybody one chance to speak back up before I close it down. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, JB. Like I was telling CEO a while ago, I got kind of off the rails, and that's where we are. And, we each carry our own burden. We need to be a little respectful of each other, of what burden we carry. Have some empathy for each other. But more than anything, JB, we're all in this game together, and we can't tear each other apart. That's all I got to say.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Steve. Anybody else before I close it down? Last call for alcohol. All right, great room, guys. I'll let you offline. Do another room later. Guys, have a great day. Be well. Be safe. If you hear something, say something. Yeah.
Well, they have terrorized actually like all the four corners of this planet. We can say that as a fact.
Yeah, this Zionists, everywhere when you see some blood, something wrong, then there is a footprint of them.
It's not Zionists, it's white. It's white. White. It doesn't matter. Zionists are not just white people.
Well, you can say so because we have black Zionists as well. We have Middle Eastern Zionists.
There's always been a history of people who are slaves. They end up, siding with the oppressor. That's a very small minority, so that's irrelevant if there's black Zionists or not. Probably could count them in your hand. It's relevant.
Welcoming,
the black Zionists going shooting up people in schools? No. That's white people that do it.
So wait, I have a question. Well, I have a question, Resistance. The Ashkenazis, regardless of them being Jews, you still see them as white?
They are white. I don't say it's not what I see them as. They're white. They identify as white. Their culture is white. That's what they are, white.
They do not identify as white.
Yes, they do. They surely don't identify as Asian. They definitely don't identify as Arab. They identify as Europeans.
They identify as colored.
White.
The Khazarians, North Caspian, they're originally from there.
No, that's understandable. Once again, I'm not talking about what people are originally from. I'm talking about what people's ideology and their brains and what they say they are. I deal with reality. Ask any Ashkenazi Jew what their race is or what they are. They're going to tell you they're white.
White is right.
They'll never say they're black. They're not going to say they're someone of color. That's an insult to them. They white.
I think you're making that up.
No, it's a fact. I live in the second biggest Jewish state. I live in the second biggest Jewish community in the world outside of Israel, New York City. Ask any one of these fucking Ashkenazis if they black or white. See what they'll tell you.
I think Nagas is bothering you.
I mean, think about it. Would an olive-colored skin human being, almost brownish with curls, a yarmulke, ever identify as white?
No, I think but those people who are probably olive color and wearing yarmulke, they're probably Sephardic or something. They're not Ashkenazi.
Right, would an Ashkenazi identify as white? At all times.
The dude
All are white. Like when is it? Let's
the dude
be
that pushed
honest.
Kurt's wig back, what was he, Jew or Christian?
A lot of them identify. No, I'm telling you, especially in the 50s and 60s, because there was so much anti-Semitic, so many people being racist towards them. They just white passed. They even changed their last names.
Mm-hmm.
And they turned into Judaism in 7th and 8th centuries. I mean, they were not Jews at the origin, In 7th and 8th centuries, many of them turned into Judaism. These Khazarian Jews and Ashkenazis.
And actually, they picked up the Babylonian Talmud. There are different versions of it. And like the Babylonian Talmud is actually the evil one, the satanic one. And it goes back, to the time of those two angels. Like it's about magic, basically.
I have heard that Bibi Netanyahu origin is from the Poland. This claim was by the Pepe Escobar. He's a well-known journalist
Wow.
from the I think he's from Argentina or Brazil. He could be from Brazil, but he's a well-known Pepe Escobar. He says his family and Bibi is from the Poland. And even put his name, what his really name is. I have him somewhere. I'll find it, share with you guys.
Damn, this guy's father's a real piece of shit, yo.
Yes, and many of them are from not origin in Israel or anything.
I'm not
Coming
talking
from
about
Europe,
those
yeah.
white idiots no more. I'm talking about the shooter who shot Charlie Kirk. His father turned him in.
Oh, I see. Yeah, well, you know, we were the other day fighting. They captured, they released two guys, and you were joking. Yeah, he's not. He doesn't look like Arab enough or Muslim enough. They released.
No, he looks like what usually assassins and terrorists in America look like, white.
Yeah, and then you're so glad actually they find the guy, and actually he's one of their own, and has nothing to do with the Muslim or being a black or anything.
My brother, once again, that statement once again doesn't make sense. There's never been an instant where an assassin in America politically has ever been anyone of color. Never. That's something that white people do.
Me and you, we know that. Me and you, we know that. We gotta get the voice out there.
I'm trying to convince a bunch of idiots. Fuck them. They've been living in a fantasy world and they're gonna kill you. That's because they're all racist. I just think that his father's a real scumbag. His father turned him in.
So Scotty, apparently they welcoming Scotty back, and apparently the latest is they have the guy who actually assassinated Charlie.
Who is the
He is a male, 22.
He's a 20-year-old white boy from Utah.
White boy from
the
Utah.
one wearing glasses, a skinny one?
Family name Robinson.
Never been in the army before. I didn't know this.
How the heck did he shoot that shot?
I know.
In that level of security, he's been backed. In that level of security, he's been backed by a service, by an intelligence service or something, I'm sure. Because, you know, it's not so easy to get so close to the target in that level. Yeah.
Well, not only that, it's because she asked the question, how did he do a good shot? Because most gun owners in America, legal ones, that are shot in ranges and people that hunt a lot, are white people. And they are usually really good marksmen.
Okay, so I mean, sometimes I go with my friends too, and a 200-yard shot to that position with all the surface area he had on the face and chest and etc. He chooses that weekend. Was it a fluke or what? Where he just goes for the jugular weekend.
It's a part of their culture, you know, these white ones in the US, I mean the rednecks, all of them have guns.
Yeah, I know.
It's a part of their culture.
I know.
Unbelievable. I can't believe he made that shot.
But how did he make that shot, Darren? It's a 200-yard shot.
Because he's probably been shooting that rifle since he was probably 8 or 9. That's why.
Yeah, true. Another there you go, resistance. Another reason why you shouldn't be shooting guns and having guns.
Well, not according to Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
According to Charlie Kirk, says it is necessary and
for the safety.
And look where he is.
Yeah, that's why I said no one should feel sorry for him. He said it is a necessary evil, the deaths that happen in America, for us to have that Second Amendment. The good outweighs the evil, according to him.
I feel sorry for his family that's left. That's what I feel sorry for.
No, I definitely don't feel sorry for them. He was raising a bunch of other white supremacists. It's a disease.
Karma gets you.
That's like saying you feel sorry for the Nazi children. No, we feel sorry that their parents. I feel sorry that their parents were scum and raised them that way because they're innocent children naturally, just like his children are innocent children, with no harm upon them. But the reality is, their father was the harm. He was the one who was going to teach them these radical thoughts and ideas, like a lot of parents do in Israel.
I feel sorry and empathy for almost everything and everyone. For the first time, resistance, I haven't felt that. And Wednesday was right. We can talk about it. We don't have to empathize or sympathize with it. because I'm starting to see that as someone, okay, who would influence like kids in the future and the collective in the future, he propagated freaking exclusivity and racism. The reason why the very genocide is happening, in Palestine, it's because of exclusivity. We the chosen ones, we the different ones, we the chosen, you the goyim. So then the whole advocacy for guns, then furthermore, just the hate for the black people, the hate for Jews included. Like, this is a bit much. You see what I'm saying? This wouldn't have been a good push or an influence for the collective of America or the Gen Z for the future, like especially since he targeted the Gen Z. The irony is a white man, a white little boy must kill you, using the same thing that you're advocating for. Wow.
You're banned from Mayor's rooms now, Nargis. I'm banning you. You're getting corrupted going over there.
Why? In what way?
In the first time you don't feel empathy, that's not like you.
I feel empathy for his children, and I feel empathy for his wife. And no human being should die like that, right? No human being should die, and no freedom of speech should ever be hampered. I mean, this is America, and freedom is free here. No one should be assassinated for expressing their mind, I think.
Yeah, but I'm of the belief that with freedom of speech comes, it's got to come with responsibility. You've got to be mindful of what you're saying and who you're saying it to and who you're offending. Because there's no need to go out your way to offend a group of people. If you believe them views and that's your opinion, then keep it to yourself and don't spread it. And you know the one thing that really annoys me about this whole story, nobody's even saying it that much. Look where he was. He was in a college campus where young minds are affected and absorbed more than anywhere else. And there's a far right wing, somebody who's got the wrong ideals that I would want my kids to have, just like they did in the Hitler days. That's exactly how they started with the Nazi movement and the Nazi, the Hitler Youth. And that's how they indoctrinated them, was by going and grabbing them at a young age. And nobody's even said a word about them being at a college, which I just think that's completely disgusting that they were there. Out of all the places, they had to be. I wouldn't want him at my kid's school anyway. Welcome, David. Welcome. Don't know who that is. I don't know how to say your name, but welcome. You got anything to add, David? And anybody down the bottom want to come up, just raise your hand, come up, hand raising's off. Ahmed, George, Sam, Bon Jovi, Alan, and Kieran. Come on up if you want, guys.
And Scotty, you had no idea. A guy from Somalia came up and he said, I will kill you all Jews. We will kill you. I said, hey man, there is no Jew here. We have to marry. He was so mad. He said, I'm mad. I'm going to kill you all. I said, hey man, take it easy, bro.
He has his gun in his hand, and he has his AR-15 in his hand.
Yeah. Well, they've actually caught him, and he wasn't who I thought he would be. What's your take on the subject, David? Have you heard anything?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get in the room to get the understanding. Are we talking about what happened with the political leader in the United States or somewhere else?
What political leader?
Yeah,
Charlie.
Charlie Kirk was not no political leader.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What are you calling him? He was
I would call him a political dick sucker, fucking
activist.
Fake, and he's not an activist. Who he's activist for? Who?
He's an influencer.
That's all he was. He was a fucking propaganda mouthpiece for the Republican Party. That's all he was.
Right. Charlie what?
Kirk.
How the fuck is he a political anything? He's never run for public office of no sort.
Right, we stand connected.
No. That's what they consider him. People say it. I just don't get it. When that man's never run for any public offices. He's not part of any. He's never been part of any government agency. He's just a normal citizen that took it upon himself to do political commentary. That's it.
Did you ever listen to all the disgusting stuff that came out of his mouth?
Of course, he's a piece of shit.
All the other influences, right? Like they're not.
Religion-wise, Palestinians-wise, the land of Palestine-wise, and the list of, if a 10-year-old girl gets raped, right, 10-year-old, and she can survive delivering the baby, yeah, she should deliver the baby. Right?
Where did he hear the faggots like you?
What?
He hated the LGBTQ like you must love him for them.
We may not want to get into that sort of conversation, but Mr. David, hi to you and welcome in. And let's hear from you what you're thinking about this person. And apparently they have the guy in custody. He is a 22 young male from the Utah. What is your take on what do you have to say?
Well, first of all, I want to thank my brother for correcting the information, man. I think a lot of times we see stuff on social media and in the news, and I'm not a student of his history or background. So I want to thank my brother for correcting that. Yeah, I just saw on the news, I heard on Fox 5, they caught the person, suspect, and how he was on Discord talking about it. You know, what was going to transpire. And I was like, dang, man, social media is at a point now where people would do anything and just post it and do it, man. This is just crazy. So when I came in here, man, I was like, wow, let me just listen for a minute. But I really want to thank my brother for setting the record straight, because I don't want to say somebody is in any position or what they're doing, and if it's not accurate. So I'm in the classroom learning. But when somebody lives their life, man, it's like, and then they post it on social media what they gonna do, and next thing you know, somebody's gone. It's just, my brain is not in that frame of mind to accept that as normal. You know, we see kids post stuff online, then they go shoot somebody or do something at that school. It's like, it's just unbelievable, man. Some stuff we see take place. We just came off of 9/11, and all of us affected by that. We're affected by COVID. You know, it's just like, there's times in these last 111 days in this year, I mean, 111 to go. I just have to wave my head sometimes and just like.
Why does it say "fuck you, Rabbi"? Did you piss off Danny?
Oh, I picked that. Yeah, because she came in with what's his name, Jacob, and they're bringing grandma from another room. It's like, yeah, nobody cares.
Gotcha. I don't know if I know who Jacob is, but I probably do, but I probably don't. You know, old age gets to the brain.
Jacob, old age gets to the brain. You do know Ron Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he is old as shit, but he's cognitively there. Do you know Thomas Sowell?
Yeah, but it doesn't make me cognitive there.
Yeah, but he's 93. He's like, he has like 30 years ahead of you.
I'm 95.
No, you're not. You're like...
You're like 90, I'm 90.
She's late 50s.
I'm 90.
She's late 50s, early 60s. That's what
Do you think you were born yesterday?
Maybe. Could be.
Although she sounds much younger. But yeah.
I'm really 87, it's the truth.
No way.
Yes.
No, you're
You don't hear the crackles in my voice.
58. You're 58 is exactly what you are.
You sound like a 62-year-old that maybe smokes.
I
No,
smoke. I smoke a lot. I smoke all day. I like to smoke those cigarettes.
She drinks coffee.
I drink coffee in the morning.
Jay,
To
there's
get
no
my
way.
spat out. If anybody bothers me, I beat them.
Oh, say hello to Sheikh Mustazippi.
Hello, Chef Mississippi.
Any
Is that Chef
Muslims?
Mississippi?
Mustazippi means suck my dick and I